Hello and welcome to the Karen sector. This is Andrew, and this is a roundup video for starting Blood Angels, Sanguine Saints. It's another quicker wrap-up video, a bit busier this weekend. We have one full battle report in editing currently, but I enjoyed looking at the Imperial Knights, and I thought I'd at least wrap up this series as well. This is about 1600 points or so of Blood Angels, fielded in various quantities across certain battle reps and battle reports even. Well, I thought it might be nice just to wrap it up and talk about a few different units. So I'll break down some of the characters a bit later, but we'll start right at the back. I've got the two troops here of Assault Marines. One of them has Power Fist, and one of them has the Power Sword, and is it called a Combat Shield, which uses a fiber invul, which I found I tend not to rely on because I'd rather keep the Power Shield. So I don't know if I'm using that one too much. It might make a 9-man blob of those guys. The ATV is pretty wicked. That's done work in a couple of games, and you can magnetize I have magnetized in his hand. He can swap between the Gatling cannon and the melter as required for the mission. So I do need to get more fast attack. I do want to get some of the new speeders, a couple of those to round up this, bring it up to the full 2,000 point mark, and that will certainly go a long way. One with the melter and one maybe anti-infantry. And then going forward into the elites, we have the storyteller here himself. The Redemptor Dreadnought is a lot of fun, and I've got plans for my next one. The plasma I found I tend to roll really low in the number of shots. But the Gatling is the undersung Gatling there does a lot of work. As is the Rocket Pod, and I keep forgetting that he has Stormbolters. The real powerhouse and workhorse of this army has been the Terminators so far. With the Lightning Claws, I want more of those with Thunder Hammers to mix it up. We're just re-rolling wounds, wounding most vehicles on 4s because Blood Angels on the charge is hyper powerful. And those guys, they do more than 30 attacks on the turn 3 onwards, and then re-rolling all the failed wounds, getting a captain and a lieutenant nearby them. Well, the captain nearby them is incredible. I haven't actually used this guy yet. I turned the Blade Guard Ancient into just a regular Ancient because I thought it's one of the about the second or third model I painted for Blood Angels, I think. I had him going spare, so I cut out a bolt gun. It's the bolt rifle for the Primaris, isn't it? So yeah, give him a bolt rifle, and I'm pleased with his banner. I must get him out at some stage. I guess when I get to 2,000 points, I'll have about 85 points or so to put him in. And stand with the troops, especially for that re-roll on a roll of a 4-up, then they can shoot or fight again. The 2 Death Company, I need to get more Death Company. I like these guys. So the old school ones, my favourite one being one with the Power Fist. So these are models that I didn't build myself. I stripped down and repainted them, and I really enjoyed it. And the one thing I've enjoyed doing with all of the chainswords and the close combat weapons is sort of splattering them with the blood of their enemies, which seems a very Blood Angels-y thing to do. And of course the Death Company here, I think his head is from the Indomitus box. I think it might have been his original head, maybe. Or at least for the Judicia. Oh no, he has a skull, doesn't he? See, it's probably that guy there. And he's got blood on his hammer. And these all got the assault bolters. Next time I get Death Company, I'm going to get them with the chainsword and probably another thunder hammer and the heavy bolt pistols. And then the troops for these guys, I got, where is he? This one I like. The sergeant with his power sword held back, and the stalker bolters, which I put the suppressor barrel on just to make them stand out a bit. So that's these guys are all the easy to build ones that no longer exist anymore. And I put the black shoulder pad on the wrong side because this one was the very first model I ever did. I gave him a cape playing with green stuff, which I never played with again. I can see a bit of blue underneath, never mind. And then like I had a couple of spare easy to build Reavers, so again there's a little bit of blue underneath, but I gave them just a regular bolt rifle, and they've got the packs on the back there, but all in red, they don't stand out too much. And then my big 10-man squad of assault intercessors. These guys, again, like the Terminator, just put out a lot of work in Blood Angels, and that -1 to wound, +1 attack. These guys get crazy attacks. Again, these are not from Indomitus, but from the Command Elite and Recruit editions, so they don't have any of the power weapons. I guess I do need to get some more. I do like his plasma, and I would like it more of a plasticky feel than a metally feel for his arm, which I'm quite proud of. And of course, here's Bob. In the process of building him, I dropped him and his leg pinged off somewhere, and I never found it again. But he kept going anyway. So basically, Bob is the inspiration. And if Bob can do it, you know, what's your excuse? And then I have my 4 HQ, which we'll look in a bit more detail, because these guys, one of them certainly has a lot of conversion work. So we'll look in a bit more detail at a few of the other models. I just thought I'd start again looking a bit more closely at the Redemptor Dreadnought. I have a plan for my next one. I'm going to convert one into the Librarian Dreadnought. I just like the bigger stature of this guy. I have the chainsword arm from a Warglaive. So I'm going to put that onto this arm. And this arm, because he's got a power fist on his other one, so the chain arm will count as his single extra attack lance, which was 3 + D3 damage or something ridiculous. And he's got a fist in the other one. And then for this bit here, we can either count that as a storm bolter, we can chop it off and put a melter on, or we can use the flamer variant, the heavy flamer. So he's got most of the stuff I need. I need to find a way to seal off the top there, because there's no Icarus pod, and find out some way of maybe doing something with the storm bolters there to seal them off and make them not all, they're just there, and they're just decorative. But yeah, put the blue on the arms, I think. Again, I'm quite happy with some of the decals and things put on this guy. This guy is supposed to be a good shooter and good melee unit. I've had no luck with his shooting, but he's always done quite well in melee, if I remember correctly. So that is the Redemptor Dreadnought. So this is Lieutenant Volpa. And again, I think it was one of the earlier molds I painted up. Again, I'm quite proud of the characters in this one. So he's actually done quite a lot of work. He often gets the Burning Blade, which again in Blood Angels is almost ridiculous. Extra attack, reroll failed charges, and they already get +1 to charge. So yeah, he's a bit of a beast, and decorative blacks around for their shield. I think the other captain has it as well. Well, we all do, I think, about all the shields. Again, maybe get some blade guard to run with this guy later on. Yeah, I've had a lot of luck with this guy, the Chaplain Anima, and again he's done a lot of work. He tends to run as he's sort of narratively supposed to, with the Death Company, and help guide them along and stir them up for battle. Try to put a little bit more accents of red on him than maybe chaplains technically have, but you know, it's my army, I do it my way. I quite like his extra reds. So yeah, the Indomitus models, some of them came out absolutely lovely, and they work so well for Blood Angels. He tends to get, which litany do I tend to get him? I tend to give him the reroll, the extra 2-inch on charges. No, I tend not. I can't remember which one I normally run with him, but I mean, you can vary up. So that is the Chaplain. So yeah, I've had different variations of this model. In one of my other armies, I took the shield off and gave him a Stalker bolt rifle, which I really love that guy. But this is about the Blood Angels, and this is Captain Diavolo. And again, he does a lot of work. I often use Soul Warden for the 5-up Feel No Pain aura, and if he's on the battlefield, he takes the Relic Adamantine Mantle, something like that. But yeah, he usually gets Soul Warden to push out 5 plus Feel No Pain aura. Sometimes I'll pay for an extra command point for the extra Warlord trait on the same guy. And if the other guy doesn't have Burning Blade, he often takes the Burning Blade as well. Again, it just does so much damage. Again, some more decal work. And yeah, these guys got a lot of effort and detail into these. I'm really proud of my Blood Angels army. Probably one of the better painted ones I have. Until more recently, my sisters. And then the last captain, this captain, I love to pieces, and he's been in a couple of battle reports, and I want to get him in more, and he will be in more. So he though he's primary size, runs as the stats as the normal captain, mostly because the new one can't take a jump pack, and he's got a heavily modified jump pack. I stole 2 of the wings from the Seraphim from the sisters, and yeah, he flies. And he's got Chainsword, so of course he takes the Teeth of Terror, which are again +3 attacks, and then +1 strength, and then +1 to wound with Blood Angels, and an extra attack. So I think he gets up to like 10 attacks in turn 3 on the charge, usually wounding on 3s, sometimes wounding on 2s. He is a nightmare, and again the black motif around the shield edges as well, carried that one forward. But yeah, I love, and his name is Captain Ire. It'll have a very Italian spin, and then anyone who can speak Italian, correct me on my pronunciation, but also, you know, hopefully the words make sense. So it's Spirit, Fox, Devil, and this guy is Wrath and Rage, which, you know, seems suitable. But that is a very quick overview of the Blood Angels. Like I said, moving forward, I want to make a Libby Dreadnought, the Redemptor, a couple of the Storm Speeders, more ATVs, more Assault Marines, more... Well, no, not Assault Marines. I want to go for the elite choice, the Vanguard Vets. Get them probably Lightning Claw and Storm Shield. I've been debating about that one, but I think 1 extra attack plus the Storm Shield, they're still going to wreck a lot of face and then be a lot harder to remove from the battle, and they can run around with this guy here and they can go around chopping things up. After that, I have more ATVs. I want to get a squad of 3 of them, or 3 separate units depending on the battle, and then some Assault Death Company, leave a comment and let me know some feedback as I waffle away here. Blood Angels I found have been an absolute blast to play. They're incredibly scary. They are beatable. You can get the range on them and you can shoot them down, or if you can survive their attacks and hold them in combat, they're not as effective the second way around unless you charge them, which is always fun. But as always, thank you very much for watching the Ikaran sector and indulging me in a couple of short videos this time. What we got coming up? The battle report before this one will come out with 4 players. It's still in progress, so that should come out next before this one, and then we'll get to filming some more. We're gaming again on the 11th. I don't know if we've decided what's happening there yet, but we'll have some fun. Ryan, who joined us before, seems keen for some more games, so we'll get him in and play some more, maybe even here, play some lower points games. There'll still be some Solar Hammer to come, and plenty more of games and things. So, thank you very much for watching the Ikaran sector. I've been Andrew. Please do like and subscribe, leave us some comments, join in the fun, and maybe I'll show off my homemade terrain at some point. But please take care and do tell us about your 40k. We'll see you in the next video.